Hey guys, welcome to Belly Strong, where today we'll be talking about when it's safe to start exercising after having a baby. Unfortunately, the answer is not completely clear-cut, and we'll discuss why. Many women and even doctors are under the impression that once you're cleared after your standard 6-week check, you're also cleared to exercise. At this check, your medical professional is more so looking at healing of tissues, tears and stitches, and looking for any obvious symptoms like prolapse. But they typically will not be assessing function of the pelvic floor muscles, which is more so what we're concerned about when it comes to exercise. There are a few things we need to chat about regarding what your body has just been through. Firstly, if you've had a vaginal delivery, your pelvic floor muscles will have stretched up to 3 times their length. To give you an idea of how much force that is, a muscle like the biceps will rupture when stretched to about 1.5 times its length, and your pelvic floor muscles have been stretched double that. So think of it as a stretching injury or a muscle strain to the pelvic floor muscles. Some of you will have even had some tears through these muscles, which is extremely common. If you've torn your hamstring or calf muscles, which are common sporting injuries, you're probably not going to go right back to what you were doing after waiting 6 weeks, right? If it's severe, you may require surgery. After this, you'll probably see a physiotherapist, get given specific exercises, and go through a graded rehabilitation program before you're ready to return to what you were doing before. It's the exact same thing with the pelvic floor. We need a gradual approach to re-strengthen these muscles and allow you to get back into exercise safely to avoid injury. Something to also note is that you have a huge internal wound that needs healing. Immediately after delivery, you'll have a plate-sized wound in your uterus where the placenta has been attached. This will start to get smaller as the uterus contracts and shrinks, but it will still need time to heal. Doing too much too soon is a recipe for disrupting wounds. Because the pelvic floor is so integral to providing stability to the core and pelvis, we need to ensure its recovery before attempting anything more complicated or at a higher load. But how do we go about doing this? Firstly, every woman's experience is different, and similarly, every woman's recovery timeline won't be the same. An assessment by a pelvic physiotherapist to have a look at pelvic floor function can be massively helpful in knowing where to start. As a standard, if you're having any clear symptoms of things like prolapse, which generally comes with a feeling of heaviness in the vagina, increased bleeding, leaking gas, urine or stool, difficulty emptying your bowels, or pelvic pain, to name but a few, then I recommend you see a pelvic physiotherapist before starting your exercise journey. If you've had a look at the Belly Strong channel and website, then you know that we have a 12-week postpartum recovery program, which you could potentially start immediately after delivery. And for those looking for something much more comprehensive and wanting to get back into a higher level of sports and exercise, running or impact work, we also have a postpartum return to running and impact program. These are all designed by a pelvic physiotherapist and based on the latest evidence surrounding return to exercise postpartum. If you're searching for a breakdown of exactly what you need to achieve before you return to running, down to specific movements and exercises to integrate into your training, then this is for you. I hope this has given you more to think about as you plan your return to exercise after having a baby. But the most important thing I want to leave with you is don't rush, take your time. It took 9 months to grow a baby, and it'll take about the same period of time, if not longer, to get back to some semblance of normal, and that's okay. Head over to the Belly Strong website and channel for way more resources. Subscribe while you're there, and I'll have more for you soon.